Dorian Yates is nicknamed the Game Changer because before him bodybuilders looked like that and after him bodybuilders look like this. By the end of this video I will reveal who is the Game Changer in 2021 because the industry is about to change again. Before we get to the industry as it is today, let's take a quick look to the history of the sport of bodybuilding. The person who influenced bodybuilding the most has to be Joe Weider. He created the IFBB and the Mr. Olympia event which shaped the sport as we know it today. But in this video we're going to talk about the athletes who influenced the sport the most, not the people behind the scenes. We are not going to talk about the industry before the IFBB in this video, but if you guys are interested in that, Mark's Max Muscle posted this video recently that might be exactly what you're looking for. Find the link in the description. The first game changer in bodybuilding was Sergio Oliva. He won the Olympia 3 times between 1967 and 1969 and showed everyone what the human body is capable of in terms of muscle size like never seen before. His successor, probably his greatest rival, Arnold Schwarzenegger, is arguably the most influential bodybuilder of all time, the biggest game changer if you want. He totally changed the way bodybuilding and bodybuilders were perceived by the world, with his incredible physique and also with his likable persona. Because of Arnold, it started to become cool to be a bodybuilder, and once he made the transition to Hollywood, having a sculpted body became the norm in the action movies industry especially, but not only. So Arnold competed in the 70s and until the Mass Masters era, which began in the 90s, bodybuilding lacked a game changer of the same magnitude as Sergio or Arnold. An argument could be made for Lee Haney, who holds the record for most Olympia wins in history with 8, tied with Ronnie Coleman. He was the best bodybuilder on the planet for 8 straight years, but not truly a game changer. Like his successor, for example, the game changer himself, Dorian Yates. The 1993 Mr. Olympia was the exact moment in time when bodybuilding went from this to this. He was the first 250 plus pounder shredded on stage, and since 1993, bodybuilders got bigger and bigger. Ronnie Coleman took everything one level beyond, reaching 287 pounds in 03 and 296 pounds in 04 allegedly. It is worth mentioning that technology has its own merit for what happened since the 90s, but as agreed in the beginning, we're gonna talk about the athletes that changed the sport in this video, not other details. Jay Cutler was the one that was chasing Ronnie Coleman all those years, and him too was a true mass monster. Jay was so focused on being big that he kinda forgot about conditioning and he was penalized for that in 08. But his win in 09 showed that the Mass Masters era was not over. Jay's successor was Phil Heath, who won the Mr. Olympia title for 7 straight years, but everyone chasing him were still playing the size game to defeat him. So he never truly changed the sport to the extent Arnold or Dorian have done it. However, the social media changed the sport next, giving a voice to the voiceless. Since the early 2000s, the distended gut became something usual on a bodybuilding stage, and it all culminated in 2018 when the visibly less muscular guy won, but having an impeccable waist. And yes, conditioning is at least as important as being big, but in this case Phil was peeled to the bone as well. Sean Roden could have been the next game changer, but that 2018 Olympia was the last show he ever did. Everyone should know the story by now. I'm not gonna get into details here. That brings us to today. Who is the next game changer? Like I promised you guys in the beginning, I'm gonna give you guys a name as well as the reasoning behind it. So, Brandon Curry won the 2019 Olympia with an aesthetic physique, indicating that having a small midsection and an aesthetic look may be the new norm in bodybuilding. However, in the last couple of years, we got back to the Mass Masters. With Big Ronnie, he's the heaviest Mr. Olympia winner of all time, constantly hovering around 300 pounds on stage. Unlike most Mass Masters before him, his midsection is top notch as well. However, Big Ronnie is not the next game changer. Even if he wins the next 2, 3 or more Olympia events, he could never change the sport as much as Arnold or Dorian. We've already seen big dudes, and except for his sheer size, he's not bringing anything extraordinary new. So who is the game changer I'm teasing you with since the beginning? Some of you may think it's one of these two guys. Harry Chupin and Nick Walker are similar in the sense that they are combining the 90s level of conditioning with today's size standards, but neither of them is the game changer. There is a guy that has been changing the industry of bodybuilding for a few years now. He's hiding in plain sight. He may not have the impact Dorian had in '93, but once I reveal his name, it will become obvious for most of you. The next game changer in bodybuilding is Chris Bumstead. The classic physique division is rapidly becoming the most popular division in bodybuilding in spite of being the newest men's division, and since Chris Bumstead has won it for the first time in 2019, we kinda know what is the norm in this division. Guys like Brion Ansley or Terence Ruffin, who pound for pound are arguably more impressive than him, seem to be having no chance against C-Bum. Chris Bumstead has been dominating the division for 3 years, and unless he comes off, I really can't see a smaller guy taking the title from him. So we have gone full circle now. We are going back to the Arnold style of physique and persona. A tall guy with outstanding lines, a likable persona. We are going back to the type of physique we all dream to have. Because there are few of us who wish to look like this, but a lot of us wish to look like this, I'm pretty sure of that. So yes, this is just my opinion, and in my opinion, I believe the classic physique division's popularity has a lot to do with the guy that has been dominating the division lately. So he is truly the next game changer. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or not and why. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys and see you next time.